So I want to talk about some fruits that you should be avoiding if you have prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. Hello everyone, my name is Kim. I am a registered dietitian nutritionist, and let's just jump right into it. Let's talk about some fruits that I think you should be avoiding if you have prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. Now let me say this, did I get you? Did I get you? I am surprised from you guys looking at my channel that you do not know me by now. I am the type of person that believes that you should be eating fruits if you have prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. I do not believe that you should be avoiding any God-made fruits or vegetables because they contain a plethora of different things that can be beneficial to your body. So I apologize for clickbaiting you, but I want to go into why you should be eating a variety of fruits and vegetables. Well, we're going to talk about fruits. I'm getting ahead of myself. I get excited. But we're going to be talking about why you should be eating a variety of different fruits if you have prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. Now I get it. There's a lot of fear mongering there. There's a lot of things that you hear from friends, family members, co-workers, your doctor even. But as I say, if you have a diagnosis and you have not worked with a dietitian, nutritionist, what are you doing? I believe once in everyone's life, you should be working with a dietitian nutritionist to help you figure out how to incorporate different foods into the diet. I was going to say what you should and should not be eating, but how to incorporate different foods into your diet. Because I feel like once we have a diagnosis, and this curls my toes, once we have a diagnosis of prediabetes or type 2 diabetes, everybody goes into this restriction mode. And I'm just like, where in the world did they get this from? How come no one ever talks about what you can eat? Why does everyone talk about what you can't eat? But before I go into why it's beneficial to eat fruit when you do have a diagnosis of prediabetes or type 2 diabetes, I want to first address how to eat fruits safely. Number one, portion control. If you eat a banana, I'm not saying that you eat a whole entire hand of bananas. What I'm saying is you want to watch your portion sizes. You may want to first start out with eating half of a banana. And then secondly, combining that banana with a high protein food, such as, for instance, if you're having, first thing is watch your portion size. I see a lot of people overdoing it. So for instance, I am going to talk about bananas, the infamous fruit. So a lot of people tell me I eat bananas, they spike my blood sugar. But there's a few questions that I want you to answer first and foremost. Number one, how many bananas did you eat? Did you eat more than one? Did you eat an entire banana? I want you to start out with half of a banana. And then I want you to pair that banana with a high protein food. And the reason for that is because that protein may help to blunt the blood sugar spike. So the first one is portion size. The second is what you're pairing it with, which is something high in protein because that banana is full of carbohydrates. The third thing is after you eat fruit, or after you eat in general, I want you to take a quick 10-minute walk. This quick 10-minute walk helps to bring down your blood sugars. The fourth thing is I would prefer for you to stick to fruits that have a lot of fiber in them. So I do speak with many people and they tell me that they drink rather a lot of fruit juices. Fruit juices do not have much fiber in them. I would rather for you to eat an apple instead of drinking apple juice. I would reserve apple juice for a time of an emergency, not saying that you can't have the apple juice, but it doesn't have much fiber in it. So that was the essence on eating fruits safely. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty about the benefits, the nutritive benefits of why you should be eating fruits. Fruits are a great source of fiber. So I have spoken about fiber numerous times. But when you pick a fruit, especially a fruit that has the skin on it, it does have some soluble fiber that can help to blunt blood sugar spikes. So I want you to eat fruit with the skin on it, just boosting that fiber intake. And plus, the average American, we don't get enough fiber in our diet. Number 2, fruits are packed with nutrients. I'm not only speaking about vitamins that you need and minerals that you need. Don't tell me anything about taking a multivitamin. It's not the same. But I'm also talking about antioxidants and phytochemicals, which can reduce inflammation. It can support heart health. Number 3, fruits do have sugar in them. They absolutely do. But there's a difference between natural sugar as well as added sugar. The average American is consuming too much added sugar in their diets. Natural sugar, the natural sugar found in fruits, does have those antioxidants. It does have those vitamins, the minerals, as well as the fiber. So if you are afraid of eating fruits, I want you to start with the berries. Strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, etc. It is more beneficial for you to get your vitamins and minerals through your fruits instead of just taking a supplement. Additionally, if you're someone who is saying that the price of berries is overly expensive, I want you to try the frozen berries instead. They seem to be a little more cost productive. But if you are buying the frozen berries, I want to make sure that you are reading the back of that nutrition facts label and that there is no type of added sugar in it. There's no type of syrup in it. If you're a person that likes to buy canned fruits or like a fruit cup, with the canned fruits, avoid the ones that say in heavy syrup or in light syrup. Just avoid the syrups altogether. Find the fruit cups or the canned fruit in their own juice. Make sure that you toss that juice, you rinse it out just to get rid of any extra sugar that may be there, especially seeing that, you know, we're entering into the summer months and it may be hurricane season and tornado season, and you may need to have some canned produce or even some shelf stable fruits. So make sure that you avoid a lot of the stuff that has heavy syrup, and if you buy the items that are in its own juice, just go ahead and toss that juice. Additionally, if you're a person that likes smoothies, be mindful of your portion size. And I always want you to add some protein powder into that smoothie. The reason being is when we make smoothies, we tend to pack that thing with a lot of fruits, which is a lot of volume. So watching your portion size, watching how much fruits you're adding into that blender to make that smoothie and to help blunt those blood sugar spikes. I need something very high in protein, like a high protein powder that has at least 20 grams of protein in there. So guys, these are my tips. Again, I don't want you to be afraid of eating any type of fruit. If you still have questions, there's a few things you can do. Go ahead, ask them in the comment section below. Remember to subscribe. And also, if you have not seen a dietitian, what are you waiting for? Go ahead, schedule your appointment.